What is up, guys? PieMuffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 4. Last time, once again, we were continuing burning through these tickets for the Eventide section here in Michelum, and I did mention that there is a side... It's not even a side quest, it's just like a side event, like a little, like, optional scene for Anton, obviously wanting to go talk to Sharon. But I've learned we only get that after we've talked to Cassius and done whatever it is he wants us to do. I forgot there is a second section of the night to do. There won't be any more, like, I think we'll get like one more ticket maybe, but the tickets were done, so really it'll just move everyone around the park one more time before you like turn in for the night. So obviously we'll probably have a whole video where we just talk to everyone at the park again. But let's get these last four tickets done with. And then we're gonna head over to Cassius and progress the story. Welcome to Michelum's famous Ferris wheel. Oh yeah, So the last four I decided is just whoever we have left. I'll end it with Yuna, but we're obviously gonna handle use this guy as a... Crow is gonna be funny because he's gonna say something ridiculous like, oh, and obviously we're not gonna do Selena, it's not a big deal. Crow is obviously going to say something funny like, bro, why are you bringing me on this instead of a girl? I mean, anyone who knows the fandom for the series, you know, the biggest ship probably in the entire series is probably, or fanship rather, is Rain and Crow. Wow, the view from up here ain't bad. I have a lot of friends that would die over this scene. You sure I'm the one you want to be on the scene with? Wait, did you get dumped? No, nothing like that. Shouldn't you be flattered? I just felt like spending some time with my best friend of me. Heh, don't get all soppy on me, man. But we can forget the challenge we're facing for a while. It's not going to jinx things. It's nice to relax and remember the good times. If you do get a little teary, I have some broad shoulders you can cry on. Oh my lord. I think I'll pass this time. But thanks, Crow. See, like, I understand why people, like, do ship them, because Falcom gives you just enough to, like, give you, like, shipping material, but then just stops there. Like, obviously, they're not gonna go any further than that. Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Crow. Let's see what they have to say together.
Thank you, na, Reen.
Crow, what's this all about?
Yeah. こんな風に過ごせるのもこれで最後なんだなと。
Yeah, because even if, like, you think about it this way, even if Reen survives tomorrow, like, once the rivalries end, the rivalries are the only thing keeping Crow still alive.
短い間だったが、お前らと駆け抜けた追加のボーナスステージ。先輩として支えてやるつもりだったが、むしろこっちが助けられちまったくらいだ。誇りに思うぜ。成長したお前と。肩を並べて明日を迎えられることを。
Man. Crow, you're not the only one who feels that way, you know. I mean, I am the sacrifice after all. Who knows what'll happen to us tomorrow. Still, with you by my side, I know we can overcome anything.
朝は何があろうと、お前に最後まで付き合うつもりだ。見ていてくれや。両兵王にも聖女にも負けねえ。7組クロウアームブラストの最後の一花を。
Show off to the end. I'm counting on you, partner. See, now that, for the boys, that was a good one. Like all the other ones, that kind of, I love Elliot. He's my favorite Class 7 boy. But they really didn't give him much in terms of, like, his final talk with Reen, which I found kind of disappointing, when obviously the Reen and Crow one is, like, was very good. Alright, we'll just go from the bottom up. $10 says Gaia says something about the wind while we're up here. I have been thinking though, and I think I kind of mentioned it before, but when all this stuff in Erebonia is over, Gaius will just have to go back to Arteria, right? At least until they assign him somewhere else next, because as we saw, like, both Kevin and Wazzy, like, Kevin doesn't stay in Libero. I know he wasn't originally from Libero, but you could say the same thing for Wazzy. Like, Wazzy's mission, obviously, put him in Crossbow. And then, now that it's over, he's not in Crossbow anymore. He's obviously still, you know, in touch with the SSS, and he helps them out, but it's not where he stays full-time. So I assume it'll be the same thing for Gaius. Like, even though he only got this power because of everything that's happened, you know, after this, he probably will just go back to Arteria. And, you know, if Class 7 ever needs to get together again, I'm sure he will, but it won't be an all-the-time thing. We're not even at the top yet, but it's still an impressive view. So if you just leave this going, it would have been so funny. Like, obviously you get to the top and then you just start... See, look, now it's starting to go down. I hope I'll be able to bring my siblings here one day. Yeah, I want to bring my parents here, too. I really hope I get the chance. There's no going back now, but I'll always have a place I call home in my heart. It isn't just Nordreed, it's with my friends, and you, of course. I feel the same way. Thank you, Reen. I had a great time tonight. We'll have some great stories to tell when we return home. You're right. Let's do our best to write that tale. Counting on you guys. There we go. See, if everyone had been at max, I definitely would have had plenty of tickets. More than enough, actually. We're really only going to end this without getting one scene, and it's with Celine. As funny as that is to rhyme it.
リー、思えばお互い遠いところまで来てしまったものだな。
Yeah, I've been thinking just the same. And tomorrow everything will finally come to an end.
いつも感謝している、リー。俺は弱い。手に入れた翼の重さに、時々押しつぶされそうになるくらいに。
He's obviously talking about his stigma. I mean, he did... I don't want to, like, underplay the time he had. Obviously, he lost Father Barkhorn, and, you know, Barkhorn was the previous 8th Dominion. But I guess in comparison to Wazzy and Kevin's backstories, you know, it doesn't seem as, like, horrific. But I'm sure it's still just hard, you know. He was given a power he wasn't expecting and had to take up a role that he didn't understand.
だが皆がリーンが支えてくれたから、俺も使命を貫こうと決意できたんだ。
By the way, I lost that $10 bet, not like it really matters. He didn't say anything about the win while they were up there.
聖杯騎士オーゼルである前に、7組のガイウスとして改めて誓わせてくれ。ノルドと帝国という大切な2つの故郷を、この世界を、リーン、どこまでもお前と共に。
What a good friend. Thank you, guys. You don't know how much stronger that makes me feel. Let's make it through to the end together.
ああ、必ずや終焉を止める。一陣の風となって。
Alright. Back to the Ferris wheel. All that's left is Eusis and Yuna. Looks like we're almost at the top now. I can almost hear everyone enjoying themselves when I look down. Don't forget to enjoy yourself too. You must face tomorrow without regrets. I could say the same to you, Eustace. For the sake of us both, and because we're both facing our fated opponent. Yes, you're right. No matter what happens tomorrow, I will be with you, watching over everything. I will be by your side as a member of Class 7 and as your dear friend. Aw. I've always been able to rely on you, Eustace. I couldn't ask for more. Yeah, that's the thing too, like, Eustace has to steel himself, because if we do take down Rufus, and Rean absorbs the power of the Auric Knight, like, that's gonna be the end for Rufus. Well, how does that work? Because Rufus hasn't died before. So, same thing with Cedric, so they wouldn't die, right? Even if they lost their rivalries? I don't know how that works. Because there are several Awakeners that haven't actually died before. So, that's actually an interesting question. Afterward, Rean decided to walk back with Eustace. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could. And then...
Rean, 今更だが、お前にはつくづく世話になるな。
Eustace?
幼き頃に母を失い、内戦では父が逮捕され、兄上ももはや遠くに行ってしまった。そしてミリアムも。剣の中に生きていてくれたのは願うべくもない行幸ではあったが、だが、多くのものを失ってなお、誇りを失わずにここに立てたのは、七組と。お前が支えとなってくれたからだろう。ありがとう、リン。
Eustace, I wasn't expecting you to say that, but I feel exactly the same. We have a long road ahead of us tomorrow. So let's get through it together for Millium and the countless others who have helped us along the way.
言われるまでもない。
I feel kind of bad because Eustace gave this whole speech and Rean just kind of like was just like, yeah, we'll do our best tomorrow. Oh, playing with the boys. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So that's for... So I'm obviously not going to get the girl one because I don't have the stuff to finish off Elise's. Oh, no, I guess... I guess you still could. But I didn't get her other bonding event, so maybe it wouldn't happen anyway. Alright, last one. Let's take Yuna on the Ferris wheel. And then we're gonna go talk to our good good... I'm not even sure of how you would phrase it, but like, fellow student. I was gonna say good friend, but Rean and Cassius barely know each other. I was trying to say like good friend in like the same school, but even that doesn't really fit, so just fellow disciple. Instructor Rean, look, Michelin's glittering. Man, the Ferris wheel is a great ride, whether you're young or old. Believe it or not, this was my first time on a Ferris wheel. I had a great time. Well, remember today as the first time you ever rode a Ferris wheel. So happy you invited me out on such an important day. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Instructor, we'll definitely do this again, okay? Of course, it'd be my pleasure. She really wants to get it through his head. You're not sacrificing yourself tomorrow.
リーン教官、ちょっとだけいいですか？
Sure, what is it, Yuna?
帝国に来て7組に入れたこと、今更だけど本当に良かったです。教官や分校のみんな、97の皆さんと過ごして改めて思えるようになりましたから、私もクロスベル人としてこの人たちみたいに誇り高くありたいって。私も全力で明日を乗り越えます。その先にあるものをつかむためにも。だから教官も最後まで絶対諦めずに前を向いてくださいね。
I won't. Thanks, Yuna. We'll give it our all out there, side by side.
Hi.
Actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you. If you have some time later, maybe we could chat some more. Yuna. I know it's the last night before the war. I'm not sure I want to leave things like this, you know? If you do think you'd like to talk, contact me on the Arcus too. I'll be waiting. Come to think of it, I still haven't given her my answer. Yep, that's pretty much what they were all saying. Alright, that's it for the tickets. Let's go talk to Mr. Cassius. General Cassius, I guess? I believe he was in the restaurant, right? Ristorante Fortuna. That reminds me, Joshua and the others have told me all about this Vantage Masters game. I've just assembled a deck myself, and I'm looking for an opponent to test it out on. Maybe you'd like to play a round or two with me if you get the chance. A military strategist would certainly make for an interesting opponent. Sure, I'd be happy to. I'm not all that confident I'd be much of a match for you, though. What's your name? Light. But I cannot help be jealous of you. Your successors are well on their way to holding their own. I don't know about that. My son's one matter, but my daughter hasn't settled down at all. As for my other daughter, I'm both excited and worried about her future. But his lordship hasn't the slightest need to worry about successors. That may be true in Maris of the Sword, but I still have so many unresolved matters. My student, Aurelia Le Guin, follows a similar path. I suppose a father is destined to worry about his children. Looks like you're enjoying the evening. But I wonder if you would have time to discuss something. Some content quests will no longer be available. Yeah. Like if you hadn't done that drinking contest side quest, you wouldn't be able to do it after. There's something specific I need to tell you. I received a letter from Master Kafai. I heard he sent you one while he was traveling. He sent it from Longlai. Yeah, I know where Longlai is. Longlai and Calvard. It was probably because you were captured and Ymir was sealed off. It seems the intelligence division's Mark managed to track him down on his travels. Don't tell me something actually, never mind, it's him we're talking about. Though they were only sent as a warning, he chased them off with little effort. I say the intelligence division, but it's supposedly a different section than Arundel's. They're tasked with foreign affairs, and they seem to be active all over the continent. I heard about its existence from Altina. What did he have to say then? As you already know, the initial stage of the 8-Leaf School is to fully understand all of the foreign fundamentals in their entirety. In that regard, those who have been permitted to leave Master Kafai's side have been set on the path of mastery of the style. You now stand at the end of that path. Does that mean you're going to step in for him? Yes, I will see if you have absorbed our final teachings in Master Kafai's place. It won't take too long. Do you have time now? Well, I already said yes. So, Cassius is going to give Reen his final test in the 8 Leaves style. Since, obviously, Master Kafai can't be here himself. But that would mean for both Arios and Cassius, they would have, you know, had to have already been given this final test. Allow me to relay to you what Master Kafai wrote in his letter. Reen, it would seem you have found yourself in a most dire situation. Even so, I believe you will overcome these obstacles blocking your path. I believe you can persevere despite all your struggles. I have therefore decided to avoid Ymir and keep myself hidden, that I may pass you this message through Cassius. There is, after all, high possibility of you happening upon your fellow disciple for the first time in the midst of these turbulent days. Though you've already reached the intermediate level, I am certain you are capable of more. You have been, ever since the moment you mastered the formidable ogre within you. All you require now is proof. To earn it, you need only conquer yourself. Only when you succeed will you be promoted, as is our tradition. Oh, so this is his Divine Blade, I say oh as if I didn't know. This is his, I guess, test to become a Divine Blade himself. Master Kafai, this is a lot to take in. How exactly am I supposed to conquer myself? The two may not be entirely comparable, but... I remember hearing from Victor that you bore witness to a challenge not unlike this one 2 months ago. Oh. Yeah. That's right, between his lordship and Principal Le Guin. Behind that single strike you saw was an infinite number of possible outcomes playing out within our minds. I believe Countess Le Guin was trying to confirm for herself just how far she had mastered her blade. In that sense, I was akin to a mirror, perfectly matching her stroke for stroke. I see, so he is I, and I am him. You've come quite far as it is, if you already understand that much. Oh wow, he's actually going to use a sword. That sword? That is not the sword you once wielded. Indeed, my blade has long since been thrown aside. I borrowed this sword from a former subordinate, one who has also... Oh, it's Richard's sword! One who has also followed the path of the 8 Leaves. Despite not being a direct disciple, he nevertheless possesses an instinct greater than my own. I see, how very curious. He must mean Colonel Richard of the Royal Army, or ex-colonel since the coup attempt. I hear he started a... They have this in case you didn't play the older games, I guess. A private research firm post-pardoning. It's funny because Cassius said he would never once, you know, take up the blade again. And even though this is for a training reason, he still is going to wield one. I will soon be changing the form you perceive me as. You will then see me as that which you fear most deeply. I'm sure you can imagine what that... So Cassius and Arios both had to overcome this. Whatever it is they feared most. Yes, I can. But I know what I have to do. I have to confront this here and now. I'm ready to face the challenge before me. Cassius Bright, my fellow disciple. That is such a cool line. Who would have ever thought we'd see Cassius meeting one of his fellow disciples this far down the line? Nobly spoken, Reen Schwarzer. I, Victor Arcade, will be honored to stand as your witness. Oh boy. Is there enough room for this here? Reen Schwarzer, an intermediate level disciple of the 8 Leaves One Blade School. The seventh form void, the nothingness that contains all.
彼は我、我は彼。
So obviously they all become a master of one specific form, but that doesn't mean that's the only form they can use. Like, I'm sure Cassius can use all, what is it, all 8 forms? Well, there's 7 forms, and then there's the, like, the no weapon form, I think. I am him, and he is I.
汝、剣の司教に至らんがため、自らを無とせしめんか。
No, I will exist alongside him. We will be as one. The sword I seek is that of the void, the gleaming blade that illuminates the darkness.
ならば示してみせよ。己が行き着く先のひらめきを。汝自身を乗り越えることによりて。
Oh, the old outfit too.
いざ始めるがよい。八王の頂き、牽制へ至る試しを。
滅びよ。
Show mastery of all crafts to reach the peak of swordsmanship. So you have to use all of them one by one. You can't use anything else.
参る。断ち切れ。参る。秘技裏颯。
Oh, you can't actually hurt him.
俺の番だな。うなれ。うおー。螺旋撃。
Epiphany.
よし、掴んだ。俺の番だな。
Alright, Breaking Dawn, here we go.
万物ルテン。無は有にして、有はまた無なり。1、2、3、4、5、6、
An S-craft that incorporates all 7 strikes. Or all 7 forms.
見事だ。
勝負あり。勝者、ディーン・シュバルサー。
You have come a long way, young Reen. Thank you, Lieutenant General. I finally understand what my master was trying to teach me. I can feel it body and soul. The 8 leaves is more than just a technique of tradition. It has to come from within you. Precisely. You have proven yourself more than ready. I will now read the scroll the master enclosed in his letter.
リーン・シュバルツはここに八王一刀流オーデンを授ける。これより先は剣聖を名乗るがよい。己が弟子を取ることも自由とする。
He was granted the title Divine Blade, so that's our 3rd one now. I accept. Though on second thought, I'm not really sure I deserve to be being called a Divine Blade. Arios and I have both walked upon this very same path. You will be the Master's last direct disciple. It's up to you how you accept the responsibility of the title bestowed upon you. I see. Then in that case, I wholeheartedly accept. I feel most privileged to have been present for this moment. I suspect the others will agree with my sentiment. Huh? Congratulations on your promotion. That move was incredible, even if I barely followed along. The way you wielded your sword was a sight unlike any other. It certainly was. I could hardly take my eyes away from you. You finally made it, Rean. What you did was inspiring beyond words. When did you all get here? You must have been really in the zone back there. Ain't you supposed to be good at sensing people's presences or whatever? Guess he was just too focused to notice little old us. Haha, I guess so. Thank you, everyone. All of you. I wouldn't have made it this far without your help. You deserve it, Rean. Warms my heart to see you grow like this. So, should we start calling you Divine Blade Schwarzer now instead of Ashen Chevalier? He'll certainly need a spiffier moniker than that. Along the lines of the Divine Blade of Wind, perhaps. I don't know about all that just yet. Come on, man. Drop the humble and swagger up for once. The Divine Blade of Ash, maybe? Is that too obvious? Not sure Ash himself would like that very much. What about Divine Blade of Light? He does light up our lives, after all. How about the Divine Blade of Dawn? The 7th form was Void, right? Let's call him the Divine Blade of Zero. That actually sounds pretty cool. They all seem more than satisfactory to me. Well, I, for one, don't very much appreciate him barreling ahead of me like this to begin with. Does it really matter? It's not like we'll actually call him anything different in the end. That's exactly right. To us, Rean will always be Rean. Congratulations, Rean. I'm proud of you. Rean's friends and colleagues congratulate him as he thanked them for their support. Lieutenant General Bright and Viscount Arcade then returned patrolling Michelin for the night. Cool. Second S-Craft for Rean. And now we get some more free time. Oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of new conversations to have now too. Alright. Well, we'll do Michelin Wonderland is open from 9 a.m. to 10:30. The Sky Lantern Spectacular takes place on the lakeside beach at 10 p.m. Sky Lanterns, I'm guessing those must be the ones floating out on the lake. They must send them flying once night falls to illuminate the sky. It does sound pretty magical. Goes to show why this theme park is hyped up as the best in all of Zemuria. Well, I mastered the 8 leaf style and used up the first batch of tickets I was given. That's a lot for one day. I should think of getting some sleep, especially considering what awaits me tomorrow. Okay, you can call it a day. Story will progress. If you've accepted invitations and promised to meet someone, special events will take place. Okay. So pretty much when we're done, we just open this, call it a day. Alright, so it doesn't look like... Okay, so there's a lot of characters that just stay in the same place. But there will be a few that move around. Got it. So we won't have to talk to everybody again. Who's staying in here? Oh, Schmidt. Well, there you are, Professor. Is there something special about that notebook? Looks like it's seen a few winters, to say the least. It's nothing. Merely checking its contents before I dispose of it, to ensure nothing important was overlooked, you see. It's one of the few relics left by my first disciple, after all. That would mean it's Franz Reinford's. Even now, it is a treasure trove of ideas. It actually offered an excellent solution for a problem that I had identified. But I've already pulled out all the research I can. There's no reason to hold on to what remains. I had thought our time apart might result in something productive, but that hope appears to have been in vain. I see. Franz Reinford, according to what we saw in the spectral mirror, that was just an alias for him. I'll leave it to you to figure out where to go from here. Right, Professor, we'll do what we can. By the way, if you're not opposed, I'd be grateful if you could hold off on disposing of that notebook. Until we reach a conclusion with him, I mean. I don't see why not. I doubt I'll be in a position to deal with it tomorrow anyway. Thank you, Professor. So I guess all of the green stars will just be the new thing. Well, that's a blue one. Things you can do. Or dialogue. Hey, the general here told me you reached some kind of crazy milestone. Congratulations. But I'm sure you don't need me to tell you you're not going to let this go to your head, right? Right, this isn't the end for me, it's only the beginning. I must admit, seeing 2 high-level 8 Leaves practitioners going at it lit a fire within me as well. Care to join me for a sparring session, Wallace? I want to work off some of that excitement off. Sure, that's what you want, count me in. I know I'm probably the last person you want to hear this from, but don't push yourselves too hard, alright? Alright. At least they make it simple to know who you're supposed to talk to and everything. Although, obviously, like... This is where... Wait, where'd the bench go? What the heck? Am I crazy? Were Agate and Tita not sitting on this side, not over here? Okay, maybe I am crazy. Oh, no, they were on this side and then they were over there, okay. Thought I was going crazy for a minute. Oh, no, they're over here now. Were they always over here? Maybe they were. Maybe I'm the crazy one. Oh, hey, this is nice. I'm so sorry about my father. He can be so quick-tempered. That's fine. I had it coming anyway. That's what I get for putting it off so long. Huh? What do you mean? Well, I was thinking. I mean, if everything goes right tomorrow, if we both make it through okay, maybe I should finally go introduce myself to your family. You know, do it right this time. Do you mean it? Listen, we got a hard road ahead of us, but there's no one I'd rather walk it with than you, Mary. I feel the same way, Makarov. Wow, I'm glad I got to be here for this. I've been rooting for them since I was a student. It's great to see them find some happiness in all this chaos. That's very sweet. Haha, good evening. Looks like you fine fellows are having a splendiferous time. How about we take this opportunity to help strengthen the bonds of our friendship? What say you? Ayn told me about this. You really do pester people when you're sloshed, huh? Didn't you used to be an instructor at Thor's main campus? Anyway, would you mind not breathing on me like that? You reek of liquor. Now, don't be like that. Come on, don't be so cold. I brought snacks and I'm willing to share. Oh boy. Well, we know Instructor Thomas is a happy drunk at least. Alright, anyone else at the lakeside? Alright, we have to see what went on with Anton and Sharon. Oh, Charizard's over here now. Still, can you believe you finally obtained the title of Divine Blade? A student that any teacher would be proud of. I've only been able to come this far thanks to your instruction and guidance. Well, I'm not going to argue with you on that one. Just try and focus on using your remaining time in a meaningful way. Same to you, instructor. Drinking competitions are nice, but when you really take your time, it's truly divine. Oh, yep, here it is. I don't think I got to see this on my first playthrough, so... Wow, what a view, huh? I never would have guessed we'd reunite on a night like this one. It certainly is lovely. Though we've been keeping correspondence, I believe it's been a year since we last met face to face. You invited me to tea and gave me such a thoughtful gift back then. You remembered. Why, of course I remember. You were the one to teach me what beautiful form love could take. How could I ever forget? Well, you know, I was just a youngster back then, that's all. Come on, Anton, you're enjoying this way too much. I love Sharon, really. She may have rejected me, but there's something I need to tell her while I can. I do wonder, why did you choose to come so far as Erebonia now? This may sound presumptuous, but could it be that you came here to see me? Well, you've got it all wrong. Actually, I mean, not all wrong. You don't know how much joy it brings me that you travel all this way for me. But as I told you in my letters, you should utterly forget about me. I'm not the person you think I am. Wait, but... I'm sorry I haven't told you all this before. My life is one shrouded in darkness. The way I conduct myself and the way I love with selfishness is to cover up that part of me. So please stop this. It's best you never come see me again. Sharon. You don't mean that. Perhaps I should have said all this sooner. No, Sharon, can't you see my heart aches when I think of yours? Huh? I realized something. In your final letter, I got the feeling you were trying to push back your own emotions. Holy crap, is this the same Anton that we saw laying on the floor in a like military, well, I guess it was one of the like what checkpoints? Like remember we saw him laying on the floor. Under all that kindness, you harbor a terrible sorrow. It's weighed you down for a very long time, I believe. And that's why I had to tell you this one thing. You've had troubles in your life, and maybe you lost hope in yourself. But I believe in you. Your experiences have made you who you are, someone who makes everyone around her smile. Sorry, maybe I overstepped there. But I really needed to get that off my chest. I feel much better now. Anyway, I better get going, huh? Promise me you'll take care of yourself, Sharon. Anton, wait. Huh? You took me by surprise, but now allow me to say something in return. I feel that I can finally base both my family and even myself all because of you. So, thank you. I'm ever so grateful you came to see me. Choke cough. Anton? Your face is so red. Perhaps you should take a rest. Ah, Ricky, I think I'm in heaven. I only heard bits and pieces of their conversation, but it probably wasn't something I should be listening in on. Still, I'm pretty sure Sharon feels the same way as he does. I'm glad they were reunited before the battle begins. So this doesn't obviously mean they're together, but it's a step in the right direction at least. Can't believe it, I actually got to spend more time with Sharon. It all feels like a dream, one I hope I won't have to wake from anytime soon. But that reminds me, Olivia, the guy who invited me, gave me this. You can have it, I've already had plenty of fun. Okay, if you're sure, thanks. Go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Can't believe this finally happened. What am I supposed to talk about? I know, Sharon, would you like to hear about my travels? It's nothing all that special, but... Oh, don't say that, Anton. I'd love to hear about some of the things you've seen and done on the road. Oh, well, that's great. Okay, so there was this time I was hanging out in the capital Libera land. Just don't tell her how many times you've been trying to get with somebody, please. Well, we do have one extra ticket now. I guess we'll try and use it. Well, I'm glad you guys are having your fun. But Rain, if you and me ever got to drinking together, I'm sure we'd have a whole slew of things to talk about. We should get Randy and go for a boys' night out. Sounds good to me. Aww. Eustace and Milliam are still up there. Obviously, we're still going to talk to anyone who still needs talking to. Who else, or where else, rather? Let's see if anyone moved up, or moved around in here. Oh, hey, yeah. Seems like most of the tables are the same. Besides, oh, Reigns is here now. An Ambrel amulet. You got this for me? It's just a little thing, but I wanted you to have it. There's no telling what might happen after tomorrow, so I thought you should have an amulet for good luck. I appreciate all the luck I can get. Soldier or no, depending on how things play out with the Great Twilight, I might... I'm sorry, I just killed the moon, didn't I? It's fine. My father's a soldier. I know what it's like to have to wait for someone to come home. But do make sure you come home, Nightheart. I want to see you again. Fiona. I'll be back, I promise you that. I'll hold you to that. If I remember right, those two are officially as an item. They make a good match. Fiona's every bit as strong as he is. I'm really shocked at how many videos we've spent here in Michelin. I mean, they really do give you a lot of time to kind of, you know, spend your, like, last day with everybody. Not really last day, but, like, no one knows who's gonna survive at the end of tomorrow. Or if any of them will. You know, if the Empire wins, then none of them survive. Yeah, everyone's pretty much in the same place. Yep, just looking around, but everything looks more or less the same. Oh, we do have to go back down to the wharf, though. I'm sure there's gonna be something going on down there. Yep, and we got more over here. Mueller. Ah, what a wonderful evening. The joyous sounds and cheering crowds coming from Mishi Stage show really makes the place feel alive. You're not fooling anyone, you know. Well, I appreciate your pacing yourself on the drinking. You're clearly still on edge. Can you blame you? The fate of the world rests entirely on our actions tomorrow. A small case of the nerds, only natural. It is, but you're not worried about tomorrow. You're worried about your plan for tonight. I should have known trying to hide it would be folly. Of course you would see through me. You've been my bosom friend for 20 years. Against my better judgment, clearly. Well, do whatever you feel you must. I'll be sure to drink and toast to your memory. You say as if you don't believe I'll succeed. What's all this about? Something must be going down tonight. I wonder. Well, we have this extra ticket. May as well use it while we're here. Alright, may as well use it on Celine. Sheesh, you need to give me more warning. Well, I didn't expect you to be in that form. So, what's wrong with it? It's attractive for humans, so I thought this would be better. Hey, why are you laughing? I didn't say anything. Come on, let's go. I'm fine. She's really come out of her shell about using that form. As views go, this one ain't so bad. The way the car rocks is strangely relaxing. What? Why are you smiling at me like that? I'm just smiling, honest. I feel a bit like a parent taking their kid on a ride. Don't act like you're the grown-up. Things just have a way of being more interesting around you. But I don't mind it, I suppose. Humans make some truly fascinating things, as well as fascinating people, yourself included, I guess. Celine. As a human, I gotta say, I'm really honored to hear that. Definitely an interesting conversation.
機会だから言っておくわね。今までありがとう。いろいろと。
Celine.
最初はただ使い魔としての使命ってだけだったのにね。でもエマを通じてあんたと出会って一緒に過ごす中で最初は分からなかった人間の機微や思いも少しずつ分かって。
Yeah, especially early Cold Steel 2, we could tell.
今ではあんたとここまで来れて本当に良かったって思ってる。
I feel just the same, Celine. Remember all the tension between us when we first met? Feels like a happy memory now, huh?
それは忘れなさい。でもロゼが人の姿を撮った理由も今ならわかるような気がするのよね。なんとなく避けてきたこの姿だって誇らしく思えるようになったくらいだし。
Celine.
ここまで来た以上私も腹をくくるわ。エマの使い魔としてロゼの跡目として。あんたたち7組の一員として最後まで近くで見届けてあげるから。
I will. It helps to know we'll have you at our side tomorrow. We'll need your strength if we hope to make it through. That was nice. Thunderbolts and lightning. Forge a strong bond with Celine and Duvalie. Okay. Where else? Up here? See if there's anything. That's just a blue one. Oh, she changed. Huh? Margarita, when did you change? Well, I got a little peckish, so I nibbled on a cereal bar I brought along. Would you like a bite? Oh, no thank you. I'm quite alright. Such a peaceful night, isn't it? But my, how cold. I can feel my lips drying out already. Do they look dry, Vincent? Take a good, close look. She asking me to kiss her? Well, why'd she have to take a nibble of a cereal bar? No, how can I be so callous? Love is blind, is it not? No matter her appearance, Margarita is still my darling Margarita. I'm sure he'll figure it out eventually. Just want to see if there's anyone in here. Oh, yeah. Huh? Elliot and Mint? Hey, sorry I'm late. Look who I ran into on my way over, though. Hi, everyone. I didn't know you'd all be wandering the park together. That's right, we were planning on taking a look around as a foursome. Of course, you're welcome to join us, Elliot. I mean, the Ark-in-Ciel's performance rap party has kind of been put off after all. I hope you'll join us. Ferris and I couldn't be there for the rehearsal, so we'd love to hear all about working with them. Well, sure, I'd be happy to. Actually, I was actually planning a little performance of my own later. You're welcome to join me if you'd like. That sounds wonderful. There's nothing like music to lift one's spirits. Yeah, lifted spirits, what tonight's for. I'll lift the audience spirits so high, they'll rip right out of their bodies. That might not be quite as soothing as we're hoping for, Mint. Count me in too. This sounds like it'll be fun. So nice to see all of them laughing and smiling together. Looking forward to their performance now, too. Running, 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 running. Excuse me. Alright, I guess all that's left is the wharf. Nope, doesn't look like there's anything else out here. I'm still really questioning where Ordine is out at. Is he on one of these other ships? I mean, He's gotta be somewhere. Meow. Hello, gal, you hungry? Meow. Sounds like yes to me. I think there should be a fishing spot nearby. Let's say we catch you something to eat. Here you go, little gal. Eat up. Meow. You like that, don't you? Meow. Oh. Michelin special ticket? Is this your way of saying thanks, maybe? I humbly accept. Well, does that mean I can actually finish this off? I mean, I still don't have the second heart from the bonding event, but I guess I may as well use one for Celine. Or not Celine, Elise is what I meant to say. Sure, whatever. It's gonna depend how high up Elise is. If she's only at 4 exactly, it's not gonna fill it up all the way. Plus, since I didn't get her second bonding event, I doubt it's gonna... I don't think it'll give me her scene. Yeah, it's everybody, right? Yeah, we got everybody. The view at night is spectacular. I love spending family time with you like this. I've always wanted to ride a Ferris wheel. I saw one in a magazine at St. Estrella. Really? I'm glad I invited you then. It'd be real nice if Mom and Dad could be here too. And then, of course, it wants to do this again. I really wish I could figure out what causes it. No one knows what's going to happen after tomorrow, after all. Reed. Let's make a promise to bring Mom and Dad here when everything is over. You wouldn't want to break a promise with your little sister, right? You're right. I promise, Elise. I don't know when, but next time we're here, it'll be with Mom and Dad as a family. Yep, I didn't think so. Oh well. But yeah, so next time we are going to call it a day here. And, you know, and, well, literally call it a day. See what happens moving forward. And then, I guess get ready for the big, operation tomorrow. Which, it's not going to start with the operation. We're going to have some requests to handle and stuff first, so, it's not like we're just going to be flying straight into the final dungeon or anything. But yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.